Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to talk about Resident Evil 3. You might have already read the title of this video. Basically, I'm not too sure what I would want to do regarding Resident Evil 3 because if you have seen my other videos and how I was a little bit torn regarding Doom Eternal and such, Resident Evil 3 is one of those games that I do not know if I could get into it. I'll be honest and upfront right now. I still did not play Resident Evil 2 Remake. Can you believe that? And I know it came out last year. I know most of you be saying well, buy it, give it a chance. It's an amazing game. No, I don't doubt that. No, not even by a bit. But you know why I don't want to get it? Because for some stupid damn reason, I spoiled it for myself. Well, number one thing, I thought that I would not want it because I thought it was just I don't think it's gonna be that good, so I'm not gonna give it a chance. And so I decided to look at the playthroughs and the stories and the spoilers. Yeah, I completely ruined the experience for me, that game. But I'm thinking about Resident Evil 3 in a new light, basically seeing it differently. I kinda wanna put my time and effort into this game, but also, I'll be honest, I'm not really into the horror aspect. I'll be lying to myself if I would have said not into zombie games, because I really do like zombie games, to be honest with you. I don't know, it's something about this I'm not interested. Oh, well, I think I might have an answer. Okay, the reason is actually because I really don't like horror games. Like pure horror games, like terror. Terror is no big deal. I don't mind the gruesome aspects, I don't mind the bloodshed, I don't mind none of that. Cruelty, violence, it's all awesome in my personal opinion. They need to be in fact more in the games. And I respect that for the developers, that when they do put in time and effort into that aspect of the game, and knowing that there might be some consequences at the end of the day. And this seems like one of those games that just does it so well in a very, very good regard. But something about Resident Evil 3, I'm still a little bit skeptical because it really reminds me of the Resident Evil 2. And I'm worried that I may do the exact same thing as I've done for the Resident Evil 2. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will be perhaps telling me, well, then don't do it. Don't do what you did with the Resident Evil 2. So buy the game, put your time into it, enjoy it if you can, of course, and then give your opinion as a review or whatever right after. And sure, I would definitely agree with you, but still something about it that just does not have me convinced. I'm not trying to nitpick and say this game is gonna be garbage or I do not like the game. I'll say it's actually because I'm more of a torn about the game, nothing more, nothing less. But still, I definitely see the value. Still, I definitely see why this game is getting some kind of praise, even more so than Doom Eternal, to be honest with you. And but Resident Evil 3 seems like the game I feel like I'm just gonna abandon it after I play through maybe 2 hours later. And I hate that in games when I do it, because I feel like I'm losing the point in the video game that I definitely would love to play and put my time and effort into it, and yet I don't because I think bloody too much. And stupid. I agree with you if you would tell me down in the comments a similar thing. Yes, I also know that regarding the online component of the Resident Evil 3, as you already might know, the Project Resistance. Yes, that's I'm totally not into that, and I'm just actually no, I'm significantly never gonna be interested into that shitty ass 4 co-op against the Mr. X or whatever that was. Or perhaps wouldn't it make more sense to have Nemesis in there actually, not Mr. X. I do know that's a separate kind of game has been implemented into the Resident Evil 3. I get it. Don't get me wrong, but still, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think when I had the conversation regarding Resident Evil 3, I actually might have an answer why I am a little bit hesitant regarding this game. I think it's actually because of the controls, the scheme of the movement. In fact, it's funny because I actually made a video regarding Resident Evil 4 and why there should be a remake, or why, should we expect a remake from the Resident Evil 4? And I actually mentioned there why I kind of want to see something else, something remade, something done properly. And one of the things I already mentioned in there was actually the controls, the movement. Let me elaborate a little bit. Basically, you know the way when it even happens in Resident Evil 2, I kind of hate that, to be honest with you. Every time when you aim a weapon, you slow down on purposely. I get it, it's realistic this way, you will have more stability and aim, so steady aim and stuff. I get it, but we are talking about a video game, come on. And so many games out there done it so well, like if you want to be slow to the point, but yet you still will be able to walk relatively quickly, not too slow though. Resident Evil 2 is a different aspect. You slow down to hell, like it seems like you would even stop your right there. You stop your mobility, mobility, and you aim, you shoot the weapon. And it's kind of frustrating personally for me. You know, when you try to dodge the zombies and Mr. X as an example, it looks so clunky, so slow, it's like irritating personally to me. And that was the significant part of the game, and I really don't like that. Now, you probably could tell me, well, Death Stranding had something similar. For example, the bosses, they were so slow and clunky as well. Well, that's not the significance of the game, so I don't know what you're talking about. But this is actually has a big part in playing. And I don't know, like, I feel like it's just gonna be such a slow type, and it's just like, come on, it's irritating personally. And I personally would think I would get fucking bored. And you know, I get it. You may not like to hear what I have to say about this. Resident Evil 2 done it too. And yes, I do know that Resident Evil 3 has this kind of a dodge mechanic. You can actually be a little bit quicker this time around, and I'm thankful for that. But I still think somebody of an expert, or at least an advanced, I should say, should be able to somewhat relatively be able to hip fire while walking, or I should say almost running. Maybe not full sprint, but at least relatively running, jogging, if that's the correct wording of it. But I just want to see that, but it doesn't seem like they are doing it on purposely, maybe to make it a little bit more challenging for the game, maybe have some kind of similarities to the old version of the Resident Evil games. But you know what, I never played those older versions of the Resident Evil games, so I don't know what to expect, if that's more of a nostalgia or more of a challenge on purposely has been done like it. So, and that's that's all I got. And that's perhaps why I'm torn about it. Maybe it's a stupid thing to be torn about the game, not being sure if you would want to get it or not. Maybe you could tell me you would get Resident Evil 2 because Resident Evil 3 is going to be no different. So you'll have a basic knowledge and understanding of the gameplay and how it handles itself. Sure, I could argue with you and say, yeah, I agree, it's a good point, but man, if it's gonna be more of the same, I don't know if I would get the game. That's my problem. I know I'm nitpicking, I know I'm overthinking this, guys. I do apologize, and hopefully you could tell me down in the comments. Maybe you could convince me otherwise. Maybe I'm just, again, maybe I'm overthinking this, to be honest with you. But still, I thought it was an entertaining topic I would love to talk about with you all, and it's always interesting to get your time and well, I should say my time into the game and how much I would actually enjoy it. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, please, guys. Don't take it personally. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I understand many of you may not agree what I had to say here. Maybe I'm nitpicking the shit out of the game. Maybe I'm just being an asshole or whatever. I understand and I do apologize, but still, I just want to have a bit of a discussion regarding it and just, you know, be upfront and honest about it as well. Well, at this point, thank you so much again. Have an awesome day, like and subscribe as always, and yeah, have a good one, guys. Have a good one.